Indian engineers have achieved one of the boldest and most extreme infrastructure projects globally. A 9.02-kilometer tunnel that bypasses the Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh. A mountain pass so treacherous that its name literally means a pile of corpses. At over 9 kilometers long, Atal Tunnel is the longest highway tunnel above 10,000 feet. It surpasses the 2.72-kilometer Eisenhower Tunnel in Colorado, USA. The tunnel provides all-weather connectivity to Lahul and Spiti and cut the travel time by 5 hours. Atal Tunnel was dedicated to the nation by Honourable Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi on October 3, 2020.
मेरा बहुत बड़ा सौभाग्य है कि आज मुझे अटल टनल के लोकार्पण का अवसर मिला है। अटल टनल हिमाचल प्रदेश के एक बड़े हिस्से के साथ-साथ नए केंद्र शासित प्रदेश लेह लद्दाख की भी लाइफलाइन बनने वाला है। साथियों, अटल टनल भारत के बॉर्डर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को भी नई ताकत देने वाली है। ये टनल का काम अपने आप में इंजीनियरिंग की दृष्टि से, वर्क कल्चर की दृष्टि से यूनिक है। सीमित संसाधनों के बाद भी कैसे अद्भुत काम वर्तमान पीढ़ी के हमारे जवान कर सकते हैं, इसका ज्ञान दुनिया को होना चाहिए।
The Border Roads Organization, or BRO, was handed over the task to construct this demanding tunnel. 650 BRO personnel and 3,000 labour worked in 3 shifts along with engineers from Indian infrastructure major Afcons and Strabag, Austria, to make this tunnel. Treacherous weather and geological conditions were hurdles at every step. The plan to shift the traffic under the Rohtang Pass meant engineers had to punch their way through some of the most complex and unpredictable rock strata in the Himalayan region.
Himalayas, as we are very well aware, are young mountains. The rock conditions which were presumed have been changing regularly. At every meter you find that the rock conditions keep changing.
The rock mass was so heterogeneous that it required a different support system almost every 50 meters of the tunnel advance, making design and execution extremely challenging. Every year, sub-zero temperatures and heavy winds forced the work to stall for 6 months at the North Portal and 2 months at the South Portal. In the long winter months, up to 25 feet of snow accumulates in the area, and avalanches are an ever-present threat. Handling logistics was a critical challenge. In summers, heavy tourist traffic during the day creates traffic snarls across Rohtang Pass.
It becomes almost difficult to transport our material on time. When daily 3,000 to 4,000 vehicles fly on Rohtang Pass and Solang Valley, our supplies gets held up for hours and days.
As a result, the construction team made a bold decision to transport heavy equipment and material at night. This was risky, but necessary to keep the construction apace. The tunnel runs through an area of extreme tectonic thrust and faces excessive stress due to a high overburden of up to 2 kilometers.
The rock mass cover over the tunnel extends right up to 2 kilometers. This causes high stresses on the tunnel. At some places, this causes squeezing, and at other places it causes rock spalling, wherein small pieces of rock shoot like bullets.
The stress on the tunnel is equivalent to the pressure exerted per square inch by 3,500 fully loaded shipping containers stacked one on the other. The high stress and increased deformations were countered through lining stress controllers, or spring-like elements that absorb the extra pressure in tunnel lining. The tunnel's geographical location and topographical conditions forced construction to happen only through the two ends. Without adits and shafts, tunneling was slow and ventilation challenging. Never before has such a long stretch of underground space been ventilated for an ongoing construction site. At its peak, the electricity requirement for ventilation was more than the average consumption of Manali town. The completed tunnel has a state-of-the-art ventilation system powered by 3 axial fans of 630 kilowatts each at both portals. The air inside the tunnel is refreshed every 20 minutes, making sure travelers are always breathing fresh mountain air as they cruise through the tunnel. It is also the first tunnel in India to have an escape tunnel within the main tunnel. As a result, the tunnel's cross-section is almost twice that of a typical bi-lane tunnel and requires 5 times more support systems. The breakthrough was achieved 5 kilometers from the south portal. Precision inertial technology and gyrometers were deployed to ensure that the two ends met within a 0.2 centimeter margin of error. This is a record in itself. Work on the south portal faced a formidable challenge. The team ran into a fault zone, the Seri Nala. In this section, over 8,000 litres of water per minute gushed into the tunnel, creating major construction hurdles. This is the longest shear zone crossed by any highway tunnel in the world. This 587-metre section took 4 years to tame, the same time it took for excavating the remaining 8,400-metre tunnel. It was eventually tamed through technical innovation that involved extensive grouting followed by segmental excavation. Almost 10 kilometres of 114mm dia pipes were inserted in the form of umbrellas, and microfine cement grout was injected into the surrounding strata for stabilization.
अटल टनल कंट्रोल रूम में आपका स्वागत है।
The Atal tunnel is equipped with the latest security and safety features, integrated through an automated supervisory control and data acquisition system from a central control room. The Atal tunnel is a game changer for the region. It's named after India's 10th Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. In Hindi, Atal means firm and tenacious, a fitting name for a project that's India's bold statement of self-reliance, grit and unswerving determination to scale Himalayan challenges.